Hello, welcome to my book talk. I'm going to discuss a few different books, starting with a graphic novel, fully illustrated, moving to a novel that has semi-illustration to it, and then a full non-illustrated novel because I'd like to see the transition and allow my 14 to 18-year-olds to understand that there is value in all of these options. So first, I want to talk briefly about Paper Girls. Paper Girls is written by Brian K. Vaughan and illustrated by Cliff Chiang. Brian K. Vaughan has written numerous fantastic graphic novels, all around the young adult reading age, maybe slightly older than young adult. But this one focuses on four 12-year-old girls the day after Halloween in 1988. And it starts off sounding as normal as it possibly can, but it quickly descends into chaos and craziness that kind of spans space and time. It's a very, very fun read, very easy read. The illustrations are beautiful, and you can see a little bit here some of the illustration types. The coloring is wonderful, and it's really well written and easy to digest. I'd recommend it for fans of things like Stranger Things would be a big one. Really anything that kind of has that 80s nostalgia feel where you don't have cell phones, but you do have like walkie-talkies and everybody takes their bikes everywhere. Things that kids these days may not associate with as much, but could be interested in. The next book that I want to talk about is The Rap Yearbook by Shea Serrano. It's illustrated by Arturo Torres, one of my favorite Twitter follows. He's incredibly insightful, funny guy who just kind of throws his 2 cents into usually rap, basketball, current events and pop culture kind of topics. But this is beautifully done. They discuss every song, the most influential song of every year since 1979 in the rap genre. It's very, very well done. Awesome illustrations. Very cool footnotes, little comments, and random things like that. He also goes into why he chose the song for that year as opposed to other songs that came out in that year. It has really cool things like graphs, like this, things that I feel young adults would really connect to. My demographic would probably fall under a huge percentage of them thinking or listening to rap or hip hop the most out of the music that they enjoy. So this is something that if they want to polish up on their knowledge and try to have a little bit more depth to their hip hop conversations and study some of the older stuff, it's a great idea for them. Not only that, but it goes all the way up until 2017 and or 2015, and so they have some cross references and some stuff that they have actual opinions on that can go back and forth in this book. And lastly. This is a book that I lost the dust jacket to, but I do love it very much. Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz. Semi-recently adapted into a Netflix original movie that was in a few years back, but just a wonderful read. Very charming lead character, Odd Thomas. He's in his early 20s, so not too far off for young adults to kind of envision. And he can see dead people and has a sixth sense that allows him to communicate loosely with the dead. And he comes to understand that there is going to be a terrible, horrific accident in his small town in Southern California, and he is utilizing his specific power to try to stop that from happening. He has what is clearly an understanding of true love. He has a wonderful relationship with his girlfriend, Stormy. Just an incredibly, incredibly charming book that went on to spawn numerous extra books from this series. So if you do enjoy this one, you'll have somewhere to go after you read it. I would recommend this to anybody, any age, but my 14 to 18-year-olds, I think that they could really kind of speed through this book and really enjoy what they're reading. Thank you so much for listening to my book talk. I hope that what I discussed today was intriguing enough for you to maybe give one of these a shot. Thank you.